Good evening. We're going to do something a little different today. I was online with a friend on Friday, and we discovered an old abandonware site that had a lot of the educational games from when I was little um, that were playable in a DOS emulator on their browser. So today we're going to revisit the first Tycoon game I ever played, which was DinoPark Tycoon, which came out um, 27 years ago now. The game came out in 1994. So let's go ahead and get started. And this game has a really tough difficulty curve compared with most of the Tycoon games I've played. Like most Dino Parks fail with the first dinosaur. That's how hard it was. So hopefully I can do a little better. I haven't played this game in years. So we're probably going to have a bad start. But let's go ahead and take a look. Um, why is it's showing that it's doing the infinite windows screen again? That's cool. But why is it not showing? There we go. That's the screen we want to be on. And we will full screen that. And let's go ahead and get started. And the mouse is a little sluggish running through the emulator. The bank has loaned me $5,000. We have to buy stuff to make the park start. So first we need land. We'll do the desert because it's cheap. We'll buy this pen right by the office. By the front gate. We need fencing. We'll do the metal fence. We need an employee. We want a tour guide. And that's all we want for right now, I think. These other guys look good, but we're on a very limited budget to start, and I think the tour guide helps us make money. We need a dinosaur. The ones we can afford are Coelophysis, Deinonychus, and Hypsilophodon. And Ornithomimus, it looks like. Let's take a look at the Hypsilophodon real quick. It lives in the desert, which is what we bought. So let's go ahead and buy that one. Excuse me. We'll put that in our little fenced area. And now the dino needs food. A lot of Tycoon games back then that did animals, they didn't really deal in food much. So let's buy food and here's more food. Admission price. We'll set the price at $5. That seems a nice fair price. You can't go anywhere for $5 these days. We're going to open the gates finally and watch as the people come to the park. And it doesn't look like much right now. And you can see our little dinosaur here. You can see all the stuff over here that we haven't built yet. Yeah, the park looks really lame right now. That's something that we will be fixing soon. Let's go ahead and bring in a maintenance worker. I hope I'm not doing this too early. And let's also check our food supplies. And actually, the money is rolling right now, which is good. We got some food now. Let's go back and watch the park a little more. All right, let's come over here and let's pay off some of that loan. Let's pay off the loan. So now we're not operating with borrowed money anymore. And now we'll go back to the park. Still not much to see, but at least we'll do the park view in between being able to do things. And you'll notice as we build stuff as this area gradually improves. There's an auction. We're not going to worry about the auction right now because even if we did buy another dino, we have nowhere to put it. Yeah, we need to start making this into something. We definitely need to start making something of this place. At least we don't have that $5,000 loan to worry about anymore. All right, let's buy something. When we spend 10,000 more, we get a deluxe gift. Tiki torch set. Interesting. Parking lots. Increase park visit potential. So let's see, does that change the appearance of the parking lot? Yeah, our parking lot is cement now. Nice. And we're going to go over here now. And we are going to upgrade that wall. And we're going to add electricity to the walls to make it harder for the dino to break out. And now if we come back over here, we have a stronger wall and the dino's not going to break out. So yeah, each thing we buy, that's going to improve the appearance over here a little bit. Let's bring in... Not yet. Not yet. We want to... That's not good. It said our dinosaur escaped. But we had a maintenance person. So let's rebuild. And we can't afford the dinosaur anymore. We have to go back to the take out a loan. We're taking out the loan again. That really wasn't fair, because we were doing things better than I ever did before. We were off to a really good start. Let's check out our food supplies. Okay. We're going to electrify the fence, but we're not going to do the big fence upgrade yet. And you know what? Let's add a second area. Let's add a second dino to the park. Let's go to an auction and see if we can get something cheap. Saurolophus. It's plains. We have desert. We'll skip this one for right now. Deinonychus. Desert. We need to buy food because the Deinonychus does not like the food that we're already stocking. Oh, the auction hand looks like Mickey Mouse's hand. We got it. Alright, we're done at the auction. We have to come over here and buy some food. How did we go negative? Let's try that again, but not stock quite as much. What the heck? Why do we keep losing money right now? All right, I forgot. We lose visitors in the winter. Did we just blow the game already? We're less than 20 minutes into the game, and it looks like we've lost it already. Why isn't anyone coming? And we lost. Let's start over. Looks like we're starting over. We're going to do the same start because we had a decent start. It didn't fall apart till the dinosaurs escaped. And apparently that's a random event, which we have no control over, so there was nothing we could do about it. Let's try this again. We're doing everything the same way to start this round. All right, so we're starting this the same way. But this time we're going to try and be a little more careful. All right. Let's go ahead and bring in our maintenance person as well. I don't remember ever having a successful park here. You saw this game is vicious with the difficulty. I'm not going to worry too much about. All right, let's get ourselves out of debt. That way the money's there if we need it later. Let's check our food supplies. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, currently we're out of debt, so that's good. But I want to think it said the parking lot expansion was 10,000, so we want to get ourselves to 10,000 plus the dino plus the fence in case it escapes again and I have to replace it again. So I want to have 13,000 before I buy the parking lot. That way there's 3,000 in the reserve for me to fall upon should the dino break out for no reason again. So yeah, a large part of this or any tycoon game really is waiting for the money to come in so you can do the next development. I think the next step I'm going to do after the parking lot is get some of the other structures in place. Alright, let's go ahead and put in up the parking lot. We're going to buy some flyers. Get the advertising going. And we'll build restrooms. Okay, little tiny restrooms at the back. Interesting. You see our upgraded parking lot. It gave us the torches. So we have a little bit of decoration going on. Check our food supplies. Got to do that every couple months. Wow. I just want to check the stat. Just want to check up on, make sure I'm doing things right. Vegetation. All right, we're good. We're going to take the land for future development. All right, let's bring in a second dino. Plant life. If I spend 10,000, well, we're not hitting 10,000 this time. We are buying. We're buying another dino. We don't want to take out another loan. And I think we're going into the slow months, so I kind of want to just stall out right here. There's an empty fence. Yeah. We're going to bring in another dinosaur. Ornithomime. Was it that one? Who's in the desert? Not that one. He takes marsh. So was it Coelophysis in the desert? Yes. Meat. But small meat. Ultimately, the goal is to work up to buying a Vegasaurus. Interesting. Yeah, we need to get one of those guys for our park. We need meat. We need meat supplies. Okay, we got some nice supplies going on. And now he's got a friend. Those two dinosaur sprites look pretty similar. Granted, it's in the era of low-res games, so 'tis to be expected. All right. We are now going to buy $12,500 because I'm going to buy the food stand and the souvenir store together. So our goal at this point is $12,500. And we've still got people coming through, which is good. Ah, we just got taxed. Do we want to leave ticket prices as they are? While we're out here, check the food. Looks like we'll be able to do this. We'll get concession stand. We'll get the food. Let's bring in some more flyers. And we're going to get plant life for the pens as our free gift. Yep, the plants have been placed all over the park. You can now see the food stand and the concession stand. You know what? I'm confident buying up the rest of the land because I think we're off to a better start now. We now have access to everything we want in terms of land. Let's upgrade our parking lot again. Okay, we're going to get a volcano centerpiece if we spend 10,000. So let's wait for this money to bump up, and we will. Incredibly realistic, but non-flammable. That's an interesting volcano. There it is. And you can see the pavement of our parking lot is even smoother now. Let's bring in a little more staff. Let's add a vet. Our Coelophysis escaped. We'll bring in a concessions worker. Two of those because we have 2 stands. I don't want to do that much yet. Dinosaur fountain. All right. We need to re-add a second dinosaur. That's a priority right now. But a bigger priority is getting these fences secure. So there's our dinosaur fountain. Let's bring in a new dino. I recognize a lot of these names. What's a Panoplosaurus, though? I've not heard of that one. It's a marsh, so we can't take it. Let's find one who likes the desert. Marsh. Hopefully we can find 10 things that like the desert. Oh man. We'll have to work extra hard on dinosaurs that don't like the desert. I mean, because I want each pen to be something different, and it looks like nothing likes the desert here. Seriously, where's the... Alright. Let's check our plant supply real quick, and then we'll go through one by one, check all the dinos, and see which ones actually like the desert. I don't think we need to do anything with our plant supply for a little while. That's going fine. Let's do our next concession upgrade. We're going to get a bigger dinosaur fountain centerpiece. I forget what the last one looked like, so let's go take one last look at it. And then we're going to upgrade the centerpiece. And then we're going to look at the dinosaurs and see what we can do. And we've got money really coming in now. Okay, that's an even better fountain. All right. Let's get the next level of the parking lot. A full-size dinosaur carousel. Let's definitely get the next size of the parking lot. We now have the maxed out parking lot. And my one dinosaur ran away. There's the carousel. We have some fallback money here at least. So we're going to buy the same thing with the pen we built and we're trying to place for. Yeah, I think we're good on food for a while. All right. Let's just see. Albertosaurus. Plains. Allosaurus. Plains. Oh, I was dumb. We can just cycle through this way. Albertosaurus. Allosaurus is plains. Ankylosaurus is march. Apatosaurus is plains. Coelophysis desert. Plains. Deinonychus is desert. Plains for the Diplodocus. Marsh. Marsh. Desert. Iguanodon is desert. That's good to know. Ornithomimus is marsh. So really, it looks like all the cool, big, popular dinosaurs are not desert, unfortunately. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring in another maintenance staff and another tour guide. That's a good place to be, I think. What the? That's not good. Why do they keep escaping? Because you saw, I gave the dinosaur what it wanted. Everyone's quitting. And the dinosaurs escaping is a random event. If you're doing well, it's guaranteed to happen and it's going to kill your game. Like I said, I'm frustrated now. This game is over. We're doing something else. Let me think. Okay. Looks like we're cycling infinite windows again. Let me turn that off. You know what? We're going to look at Pokemon card arts. Because I'm not ready to quit stream yet. Alright, let me... I know I'm broadcasting a blank screen right now. Let me get over to my card arts. Alright, so here we are with Pokemon cards. And we're just going to talk about Pokemon card arts for the rest of my time. Because it's an easy format, and there's over 6,000 of these things in my collection. And there's going to be even more coming into my collection next year, so there's a lot of these to talk about. Diglett. Okay, that looks like a Diglett is inside. It dug through the ground and the floor and is inside what looks to be the Team Rocket base. Because that figure in the back, I think that might... I think that's Giovanni. I'm 90% sure that's Giovanni in the back there. So this Diglett is working for Team Rocket, I think. Cool art. And this one is Unbroken Bonds, that symbol looks like. Celebi EX full art. This is Boundaries Crossed. This is... I think that's Boundaries Crossed. This is one of very few black and white era EX full arts I have. When they started doing the EXs in the black and white era, only legendary Pokemon were made as EXs. It wasn't until X and Y when you start to see EXs of non-legendary Pokemon. But this is the Celebi from Boundaries Crossed. It's a really pretty card. It's got dynamic blur, colorful in the background. It's almost like a rainbow. He's cute, but looks ready for action. I've always liked Celebi. Fairy Energy. This is the Sun Moon base version of the energy. Rest in peace, Fairy Energy. You are missed. I've always liked the pink color of the fairy cards. They should never have gotten rid of them. Jellicent from Next Destinies, I think that is. Looks like a combination of a jellyfish and a balloon. It's a weird Pokemon. They never really did much with it. And I can understand why. Can't really tell what even that is supposed to be. Jellicent is weird. But here's a blue one and a pink one. And it looks like they're chilling on the ocean on a calm night with a boat in the background. Sandygast from Cosmic Eclipse. A evil cursed sandcastle Pokemon, or not sandcastle, that's its evolution, Palisand. Sandygast is just a pile of sand that's being built into a sandcastle. And it's just chilling by the beach. I think it eats souls. I think that its point is to disguise as sand and eat souls. I think. I'm not sure how Sandygast and Palisand work. But it's just hanging out on the beach. Colorful beach background. I really like the background on this card. Wish I was there. Eevee. Eevee. This is the... Oh, is that Rising Rivals, maybe? Very cute. Eevee's always cute. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one, because this is one of the more generic Eevee arts. He's just playing in a park, having a good time. Really cute card. I like this one. Of course, I like all the Eevee cards. One moment. Rattata. This is the Evolutions reprint of the base set art. This is a reverse. Looks like he's just hanging out on a tree branch. He looks upset. But when have you ever known rats to be happy? There's really not much else to say about this one. Heracross from Unified Minds. It's a bug. And at first glance, I thought this was an action pose because he's in kind of a wrestler stance. But the you can see the wind blow. I don't know if the wind blowing around him is natural wind or if that's a off-camera Pokemon, another off-camera Pokemon making a wind attack. I do like the composition with the shadow behind him, though. This is a pretty cool arrangement. Articuno full art. This is the Generations full art. Yeah, funny story about full arts and the legendary birds. Articuno, not counting the new Galarian variants, because all three birds were given full arts with the Galarian versions. But when you talk about the traditional versions of these three birds, Articuno has had 5 full arts. The Plasma EX full art, the Generations full art, and then the Articuno GX in both regular full art, shiny, and rainbow. 5 textured cards for the Articuno. Zapdos, regular Zapdos, only had 1 textured card. It was in Generations as well. But Zapdos never got a GX or any of the other variants, and the Zapdos Plasma EX didn't get a full art. The Moltres Plasma EX also didn't get a full art, and also did not get a full art in Generations. Excuse me a moment. It really aggravates me when I get a phone call in the middle of a show, and it happens almost every show. Anyway, so yeah, not counting the Galarians, Zapdos only got 1. Moltres got 0. Why did Articuno get 5 full arts? That's always peeved me about their choice of who gets the special cards. I mean, there's always unfair treatment going on. That's a whole show in itself, because I can think of several egregious examples. Like Entei and Suicune both got full art GXs. The Raikou GX never got a full art. And then there's the evolutions. Don't get me started. The original 3 evolutions, the Kanto, Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon, their GXs never got any of the 3 full art variants, whereas every other evolution got all 3 of the full art variants in addition to the regular GXs. Plus, all 5 of the other GXs also had 2 regular art versions because of the promos. I mean, it's crazy how Pokemon that are